Chapter 11. Share event-focused offers as a tool to increase sales after sales. Quote, "You can't be a good manager if you are doing everything yourself." By Rehan Waris. She is a Somali model, author, actress and human rights activist in the fight against female genital mutilation. For starters, let's take a quick look at this chapter on associates shared event organized as a tool to increase sales after sales. Such customers includes end users and your dealers and distributors handling your brands. To emphasize its importance, there are some promotional events you and your distributors we can always count on. In fact, they have a direct impact on how successful any joint event can be. This requires you and your distributor to create common blog posts and common website. They should include very unique event pages. Also using interactive email lists that gets positive responses. Plus, applying full usage of Facebook, LinkedIn and Instagram to get end users to participate in such events. Without further ado, let's dig to the core of this chapter. Shall we? Thanks. Believe me, the sales landscape nowadays shifts quickly, and certain sales trends can be tough to predict. But there are some events we can always count on. Birthdays, holidays, and even tax season give you the chance to connect more with end customers and your loyal distributors. And this process doesn't have to be labor intensive. When events are consistent, you can automate annual messages through your customer relationship management (CRM) platform. For other events like holidays or back to school season, reaching out to end users keeps your company or your distributors of your brand fresh in their minds. It's very critical to use these messages to let consumers know about any changes to your hours and what promotions you have in the works. In passing, for your company and your distributors handling your brands and having an established place in the online hierarchy, any event promotional efforts don't have to be particularly intense or creative. But if this is your or your buyer's first event, marketing your common brands but yet to be seen as an online authority, you're going to need every trick in the book to stand out. That's why this chapter is a great place to put together guidelines to do event promotion online and in-person events. Especially for your end users, and your wholesaler or distributors associates when promoting your branded products. Armed with this, your online promotion efforts, there is a need to drive meaningful engagement and, ideally, increase joint event attendance. Therefore, it is essential when promoting joint branded product content, marketing efforts should overlap with the event you're promoting. But, beyond that, it's important to recognize the practicality of this approach. Be fully aware end consumers may want to keep up with all your joint event contents but simply missed your official announcement of the event. Or, they planned to sign up for your digital event, but forgot. If you want, you can create a common blog posts that discuss information relevant to the event. You can go one step beyond that and create unique videos for the event. By the way, to enhance greater success of joint promotions, there is urgent need to effectively use emails and the lists for maximum advantages. Okay. One of the main reasons that this chapter do encourage you and your buyers' common products brands to offer value. It does helps you or UI industrial buyer gets an interested audience. If you or them, give products for free, with the only expectation being that they sign up for you and your customer's newsletter, you and your partnering firm will grow a strong email list. Not only will you or your buyer get plenty of email signups. Incidentally, if your email's content is valuable, consumers will care. And when such people are receiving value, they're more likely to keep following both you and your associates' newsletter. Hence, promoting joint events via that email list is the perfect chance to offer your followers even more meaningful value. On top of this, do create a unique event pages online media for yourselves and your associates. Whether you or your buyer are hosting an in-person or digital event, a unique event page on your common website is massively important. It helps people take you and your buyer seriously, and it becomes a hub for event information. In truth, this chapter's favorite aspect of creating a unique page for an event is that you and them can create trackable URLs for your website and landing pages. Yet another method to boost any event is to promote events for you and your associates on Facebook. Research has proven that you or your partner is unable to talk effectively about online event promotion without addressing the importance of the social media accounts. So, if you or your marketing firm is looking for a place to get started, Facebook is the better bet. With nearly 3 billion monthly active users, Facebook has the biggest overall reach available. That said, you ask, how do you actually go about promoting the combined event with Facebook? My favorite aspect of the event page on Facebook is that it helps you or your associate build a unique space for your community to stay updated on your event. Make no mistakes, there is also an urgent need to promote joint events on LinkedIn. You like it or not, promotion on LinkedIn might not seem particularly important, but remember that LinkedIn is all about creating and leveraging professional connections. There are a few different ways to do this, but they all revolve around the proper creation of a LinkedIn profile. Not only do you or your associates get to post updates for your followers, but you and them also get to participate in the group feature on LinkedIn, which will be an invaluable tool in your event promotion campaign. Groups on LinkedIn revolve around a specific interest, which means you and your distributors need to connect with users over some common objective. Maybe like going to an awesome event that you're hosting. This chapter typically recommend businesses start adding to their groups via their current network on LinkedIn to cast as wide a net as possible. By the way, do make sure to explain to online visitors exactly what the event is and why they should go physically. Content creation on LinkedIn, in particular, can help promote both your company and associates' event indirectly. Instead of focusing on creating content exclusively for the joint event, you and them should aim to create relevant and valuable content for your audience. Therefore, you can then share that content in your group to ensure that it isn't just a glorified notification page. If both of you and your outlets such as dealers are posting general information that you and him wouldn't mind the average person knowing, there's an argument to be made about keeping the group open. Just to reinforce what is written on promoting events on Instagram, it must noted that every social media platform has something unique to offer when it comes to online event promotion. On the surface, Instagram might just look like the place you go to post a fun selfie or a short video. But the reality is Instagram has an impressive potential for event promotion. The key here is to incorporate a visual component into the event promotion, while also allowing users to engage with you in a truly meaningful way. Even the simplest pictures help promote your event in a unique way. Any type of joint campaign has the potential to create hype for your event. Having a compelling Instagram marketing campaign is great. But you know what's even better? A personal recommendation from one person to the next. The average consumer for your product or your distributors marketing your product is more likely to trust another consumer's recommendation more than your company's or your outlet's content. That's because a fellow consumer doesn't have a vested interest in making a sale. If the jointly organized campaign is compelling enough, users will share it on social media or personally recommend it to their friends online. Not only does that increase overall exposure, but it opens the door for more people to seriously consider attending your event. All in all, it doesn't matter which of these options you choose. What really matters is that you're using social media to maximize your potential for exposure. In conclusion, it is best to wrap up this chapter with some salient points as regards to the use joint promotional event to get more sales after sales. Briefly, remember, event promotions are no easy feat online. No matter how expansive your network is, or how experienced your business is, it can be difficult to get people excited about your event, whether it's in person or a digital event. As said, fortunately, there are now a variety of tools at your disposal. Social media platforms like Facebook and LinkedIn offer event-specific pages to connect with targeted visitors. Be reminded, other platforms like Instagram using powerful content creation tools that can help drive meaningful engagement. Whether you choose to use one method or all of them, what matters is that you understand just how effective an online event promotion campaign can be when you're using the right tools. Quite an amount to have read. Don't you agree? Since you have faithfully read this chapter, here is a reward for you. It's an interesting quote by Alice Waters. She is an American chef, restaurateur, and author. She says, "This is the power of gathering. It inspires us, delightfully, to be more hopeful, more joyful, more thoughtful, in a word, more alive." End of chapter.